Okay. It is April of 2024, and we have some warm weather that finally came in, right?
Oh my goodness, yeah.
So we had freezing temperatures 2 weeks ago today, and here we are. It's going to be in the mid-90s, here in the hundreds, I think, in a city.
Oh my goodness.
Glad to be out here for so many reasons. This time of year, one of the things that we really enjoy doing is inviting a bunch of you out to the farm, and we did that yesterday.
How much is it, right?
5, yep.
These are champagne loquats. You can eat the skin if you want to or not.
That's good. Sweet and a little tart. It's like a regular stone fruit, kind of peachy, apricot-y.
Apricot-y. What kind of fruit does it taste like, in your opinion?
Some kind of apricot?
Apricot,
Yeah,
okay.
something like that.
All right,
Yeah.
very good. These 3 trees here are ever-bearing mulberry trees. If you see a dark black or purple berry, go ahead and pick it and try it. They're good. Okay, so we're here with Kat today on our farm tour, and she just tasted a mulberry, an ever-bearing mulberry. Can you describe what that tastes like?
It's like a cross between a blackberry and a strawberry.
That's a good way to put it, because this is what fruit tree roots look like. I'm gonna hold it this way first so you can see how deep they get. All of them are actually pointing out. One of these is pointing straight down and he's tiny. There's a couple of trees that are white mulberries. You won't see any fruit at all, or they'll be tiny. These fruit are 2 to 3, sometimes 4 inches long. That's what you're looking for. What's your name?
Oh, Montre Noble. Hello.
Montre Noble, I love it. I want you to give me your opinion and what it tastes like.
Okay.
You good? Here we go.
All right. Tahini flavor.
Tahini.
Almost like not apricot, but peach-like.
Peach-like, all right. Any berry flavor at all?
Yeah, definitely berry.
All right. And then, do you get? Is there any tart?
Not in this one. Not really that tart. It's more of a sweet feel.
Okay.
A bit tart, but a little more sweet than anything. But it's very, the texture is very raspberry-like.
Raspberry-like. I like that. That's a good description.
Yeah.
What's your name, bud? Caden Besho. Perfect. So, Caden, I'm going to have you try one of these. Do you know what this is called? It's called a mulberry. Okay. All right. So, Caden, you're going to try a mulberry for us. You have to tell us what it tastes like. Go ahead.
Put the whole thing in your mouth.
Tastes like grapes and
Raspberry?
raspberries.
Grapes and raspberries. Have you ever had a blackberry before? Does it taste a little bit like a blackberry? Yeah? So do you like these? Do you want to have one of these in your house? Maybe outside of your house.
I think we're going to.
Uh-oh. I think Dad's going to get you one. All right, cool. Can you give me a high five?
Your shirt.
Dad, you're going to try them for us too.
It off,
Tastes like a berry.
Tastes like a berry. There we go. I agree. It does. Awesome. Hey, thanks, Caden. Bless you. Question is, for the apple trees, do you need to thin them? Yes. And so we've got a few videos on that. Lori and I, and mainly Lori, because she's the full-timer, we'll be thinning these over the next couple of weeks. Okay. So usually about a month out. We make sure by a month out we start thinning. Great question.
Well, because we had talked about, like, when you were out at our place, the black Pakistan in the front to shade the house, and he's like,
those are awesome.
He's like, but
So I had a good time yesterday.
Yeah, I could tell.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Really love interacting with all of you guys here in person. I'll tell you what, we talk about this all the time, but you know, one of the things when we get a group of folks together like that is we're all like-minded. And you know, we had young folks, guys in their 20s, you know, we had, you know, folks that are well into retirement and everything in between.
Yeah,
you know,
it was cool.
It was really great. And you know, it's funny because you know, you have these different folks, but we're all very similar, you know, in what we want to do, and it's just neat to have everybody around. We did some things different. So I guess the biggest thing, I don't think we got on camera, but we did a wine giveaway. We raffled off some wine, and I got a little carried away because I was getting excited for everybody.
Yep, he told me to go get more.
And then, so you go back in, we were doing our mulberry wine from 2022, and I'm like, yeah, go get 5 more bottles. You went and got 5 more bottles, we gave them away, and later that afternoon, what did we figure out?
We didn't save any for us.
So for the first time, we actually had a few things for sale. So that was kind of a nice thing. It was almost a little baby farmer's market.
It was.
Yeah.
A little chaotic, I think, for Marsha up at the table.
It was. But Marsha, thanks for helping
Marsha.
out. Yeah,
You're a trooper.
You're a trooper. What was really cool, I think, we had some sugarcane for sale. We were selling some moringa seeds. We got a little bit of that left over. But the one thing we sold yesterday that was really neat were the Itoy onions.
Yes.
Right? Those were very popular. What's great about those right now is they are green onions.
Yeah.
Right now. It's just starting to go to seed, and so they're still, you know, kind of nice and perky, and the actual leaves, and so they work great as green onions. So basically right now with those, you can eat them and you can eventually plant them. So, you know, you can do both. You can eat the tops, save the bottoms, and then plant the bottoms, and then you will have never-ending onions. Yeah, see, like I've got this one back here. There's some vertical ones on this side, 2 of them. So we need I don't mind leaving them both, but we can kill one. But see, this is our spur, so this one's coming off. So we'll just kind of carefully wrap him this way. The goats get that one. One on the bottom coming off, one on the bottom here coming off. One of the things that you guys know we love here is green. And obviously being surrounded by, well, not green, having it here is something unique. So 3.5 years ago, so fall of 2020, the area that you see me on here now was completely barren. There was absolutely nothing here. This pasture exists between our laying hen coop and run and our house. It's about 6,000 square feet. Now our laying hens are on this pasture year round, and what you see behind me is actually what allows what you see today to occur. Now we do broiler chickens here on the pasture twice a year. One round happens in the fall. We bring them in at the beginning of September, and the second round happens here in the spring, and we bring them in at the end of February. That timing works out perfect for us to essentially use the chicken tractors that you see behind us here to take our broiler chickens across the entire pasture. While they're doing that, they're putting manure down on this pasture, and it's extremely high in nitrogen. So what we do behind them is we come in and water real heavily, and that manure, along with the heavy watering behind them, allows what you see here. Now, on top of generating this awesome pasture, they also devour the greens, which makes for some incredible chicken. But I want to talk a little bit about some of the things you're seeing here on this beautiful lush pasture. Now, the main ingredient that you see here on the pasture is actually alfalfa. Now, here in Arizona, alfalfa is actually a perennial. It's almost actually a year-round crop. It does go semi-dormant in the wintertime, and then it comes back strong here in the spring. And with enough water during the summertime, it's a little patchy, but it actually gets all the way through the summer. So that allows our laying hens to have green year-round. In addition to alfalfa, you're also gonna see perennial rye down here. That perennial ryegrass is only good fall through spring. So for our spring chickens now, they actually get a combination of that rye and the alfalfa. Now, we've had a lot of rain this year, so we haven't had to water this pasture much at all winter long, and it's coming back strong like this here now. Because of all that rain, we do have some natural desert weeds or crops, mallow being the primary one that's mixed kind of in throughout the pasture here. So now the chickens, the laying hens and the broiler chickens all love to devour all of these greens. So they'll eat the grass, they'll eat the alfalfa, they'll eat the mallow. Now, not only do our chickens eat the grass, we found out this morning that so does another animal here on the farm. So why the cats are eating the grass, I have absolutely no idea, but they seem to be enjoying it this morning. Now, one other crop that we planted 3 years ago and never sprouted was actually clover. And clover is very common in a lot of different pasture mixes that you'll find online, even for the desert Southwest. Now, we've never had success with clover, but this year, with all the rain that we've gotten and consistent moisture with much colder temperatures, definitely not normal, we have clover this year. If you're wondering whether or not a pasture like this can exist in the desert environment that we find ourselves in, well, the answer is all around me. Sure you don't want to sit up in there?
I don't want to sit up in there. No, thank you.
All right, so it's starting to warm up. We have a couple of projects that we need to get done today, right? So we're gonna film those for you guys separately because we want to give you guys some additional how-to footage. You know, one of the things that we have questions about here is how we sell all of our stuff. And how do we do that?
Really, it's through our customer email list. So if you are not on there, I recommend you go to our website and join the email list. That is the only way that we actually announce any events, workshops, things for sale, and so on.
Yep. So I think we had talked about having some U-pick, and we tested that out yesterday, right, with our crowd. They were the test crowd. And it was amazing to see everybody enjoying the mulberries.
Oh yeah, that was so cool.
It was really neat. And you know, we got some folks that actually gave us their opinion of what they taste like, and that was neat. But yeah, we really love having folks here. We've got a lot more planned, especially now that the farm is pretty well established, right? And we want to make sure that especially you guys here in around the area, or if you're visiting, get a chance to be a part of the action. So make sure you head over to the website and join that customer email list. So just want to thank you for joining us today. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel. We cover a lot of things here on this newly established functioning farm here in the Arizona desert, and would love to see you on a regular basis. If you have any questions or comments, those go in the
Comment section down below.
And our Amazon shop, I'll leave a link down in the description. That's a free, painless way to help support the channel. If you start with the link down below, it doesn't matter what you buy, you help to support us here. So just want to thank you for joining us today and remind you, if we can farm on the edge of nowhere, so can you! Oh, I love it, you guys. That's so cool. Okay, you guys are YouTube famous. I'm glad you remembered. I wasn't sure if you were gonna. Good job. You're so smart. All right, let's go get to work. Oh, this is my lovely assistant. Dana, you're doing great. Wow, got it down. Okay, everybody needs to leave. What is it?
Caden bless you.
Caden bless you?
Caden bless you.
Bless you.
Caden bless you.
What?
Can you help me up?
Yep, I can help you up, baby.
Thanks.
I can help you up, old lady.
Thanks.